make this morning. My name is James Nevitt. I am the Senior Public Access and Recreation Advisor for Ministry of Defence. I'm also co-chair of the Outdoor Recreation Network, the ORN. I'm also a member of IPROW, Institute of Public Rights of Way, and the MOD is also the member of VSG, Visitor Safety Group. I'm not bragging, I'm just sort of explaining why we've ended up doing it. So last year, the end of last year, I attended a Visitor Safety Group workshop in this very location, hosted by the Woodland Trust, Oliver and others, about the very same topic. We were talking about wildfire. And Oliver gave a fantastic presentation, of which I imagine is going to be something today, talking about their experiences here, wildfire experiences, their experiences of managing the public, the challenges surrounding that management. And it was a great day, but I felt like there was a part of the conversation there that I wanted to continue. There was the part of the conversation around the management of the public, particularly within the statutory access context. So after the presentation, I said to Oliver, look, do you fancy seeing if we can take this a little bit further, taking the conversation a little bit further? And of course Oliver said yes. So at that point, because I was thinking statutory access, I went back to my office down in Wiltshire and started talking to Amanda from IPROW. Where are IPROW members here today? Great, fantastic, good. So I chat to Amanda because IPROW are always looking for opportunities for regional workshops and suggested this as a regional workshop. Then I started chatting to my counterpart Paddy from Forestry England, also working with ORN, and Elizabeth, who's our secretary, who's just looking around taking pictures at the moment. And then we started talking about the possibility of doing a bit of a partnership workshop, hence why we've got such a fantastic array of specialists here today. Now, I'm certainly not stood here as a wildfire specialist. The event that I came to for VSG was a bit of an eye-opener for me, I have to say, and certainly it was why it prompted me to see if we could have a bit more of a conversation. And certainly from today, I'm hoping it's going to be a bit, I don't know what your experiences are with regard to wildfire. Have any of you, show of hands, who's dealt with wildfire on their sites? Okay, quite a few of you, well, that's good. So what we've tried to set up is a bit of a context-setting exercise where we're going to look at what wildfire is, some of the statistics around wildfire leading up to where we are this year. I'm sure many of you will be aware that it's becoming a bit more of an issue. So we can look at that, explore that, talk about some real life experiences. So we've got some presentations from people who've dealt with wildfire themselves, their experiences around managing the public. And hopefully that will prompt us to have some conversation about those challenges, about how we meet those challenges from a wildfire prevention perspective, also looking at wildfire management within that statutory access context as well. It's an informal space, so I'm hoping we can have some conversation around that and bring all of your various expertise in that conversation, because ultimately, certainly from the VSG workshop that we had last year, what was really, really clear was the need for the partnership working, for all of the various bodies to get together to make sure that we can work towards wildfire prevention as well as the safety management piece. Once you've got people on the ground and we're trying to manage that public as well. Now, it is Wales, England heavy, so for those of you who are Scotland, apologies on that. But I would really value your comments on your own experiences managing wildfire in the public in Scotland, particularly as the Cairngorms have just launched their new bylaws around wildfire, etc. So we'd really appreciate your input. Also, I've got to apologise, we've got 3 presenters who couldn't be here, so we've got pre-recorded videos, which isn't an ideal. I appreciate that. But having watched them all, having sat through Rob's last night, they've obviously put a lot of time into it. I really appreciate their efforts, and there's some really good information in there. So if I just have the patience to sit and watch through those. One of those from Gareth, for some reason, has some technical issues in it, so I'm going to have to loiter behind the screen and press play, so you just have to tell them. But we're going to run through, so the day is basically going to be Rob Gazzard from Forestry Commission is going to be our first presentation. He's going to set the scene, talk about it from a Forestry Commission strategic perspective, talk about what wildfire is, give you some up-to-date stats. And Oliver's going to give us a presentation about his experiences here. Then we're going to have Gareth Parry from Forestry England, who's also going to give us some site-based management experience and lessons learned from the challenges they faced on his sites. Then we've got Danny from Natural England, who's going to give us a presentation about FSI, and then Karen's going to step in and talk about her experiences as well. We're going to break for lunch. Well, there'll be some opportunity for Q&A, we'll break for lunch, and then Oliver's going to take us out on site when it's going to stop raining. Great. No fire alarms today?
No fire alarms today planned, so if there is one, it's probably real. Fire exits, the nearest fire exit to here is the way that